YouTube was Mr. Borzell back with another banger video. In this video, we got Terence Crawford has a trash resume. We also gonna talk about how the writers on these boxing platforms are extremely biased against Terence Crawford. Let's get it. First of all, people are trying to find a way, obviously, to attack Terence Crawford any way they can. They can't call Terence unskilled, just like how they can't call Boots unskilled, just like how they can't call a lot of these guys unskilled. They can't call Shakur unskilled. They can't call none of them unskilled. But you know what they can say? They can either say that you're boring, you don't sell, or that you have a bad resume. Um, yeah, they say Terence Crawford got a bad resume. In terms of names, yeah, he don't have a lot of names on his resume. In terms of talent, he got a whole bunch of talent on his resume. But the thing that they purposely leave out every time is that as long as Terence Crawford was at welterweight, he could not get a fight. They purposely ducked him. All the PBC fighters, they ducked him. The only one that fought him was Sean, and we so happened to Sean. Yeah, the big names ducked him. Rather, that was the 140 pounders refusing to move up to welterweight to fight him, or the big names purposely not fighting him. Let me name all the big names that purposely didn't fight him. First of all, I'm gonna name the 140 pounders that stayed at 140 too long because they refused to move up and fight Terence Crawford or Errol Spence. Regis Prograis, Josh Taylor. Them dudes stayed at 140 as long as they could, purposely ducking Terence. Them dudes could have been moved up to 140 to fight Terence. Terence not a big 140. Terence was slim. If you see him beating up Errol, he real slim, but he's strong, and they were scared of him, bro. Um, Even Errol for 5 years didn't want to fight Terence. Talking about uh he got to be the A style. Talking about come across the street and all this crazy political shit. It was BS, bro. And I rock with Errol, but Errol should have fought this dude way earlier. Got the fight out the way. Best man win. Maybe they could have did two fights or a trilogy. Errol could have made way more money, but now he got beat when he was old, and he never came back ever since, bro. It is what it is. Even Danny and Mikey Garcia was moving up to welterweight and never fought Terence Crawford. Your Dennis Ugas never fought Terence Crawford. Keith Thurman wouldn't even say Terence Crawford's name. We know Keith Thurman wasn't gonna fight this man. Sean Porter was the first one to drop his nuts from the PBC and say, "Let me fight this dude." I think the PBC they had Ugas. The PBC had everybody at welterweight. Spence, because that's how Spence had three belts. Because all the welterweight fighters was at PBC. Spence fought. He got the Danny Garcia fight. He got the Mikey fight. He got the Ugas fight. The Sean Porter fight. Like he got Danny, Mikey, Ugas, Sean. The only person Spence didn't get was Keith Thurman. That's the only person him nor Bud got Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman was ducking. But the fact of the matter is, I can tell you, I can name all the dudes that ducked him. Even Errol ducked him at a certain point in time, even though they fought. And we see why he ducked him, because we see what happened when they fought. So I mean, they gonna purposely find a way to attack Crawford. They can't just say he a great. They gotta say, nah, his resume lacking. Okay. All the top guys ducked him. Then what? Well, he not a draw. Him and Errol did almost a million pay-per-view buys. Then what? Oh, then Jose Benavidez said he boring. Jose, he knocked your son out along with 12 other men at welterweight in a row. So I mean, there's always gonna find a way to hate Bud. Like, I just told you all the different arguments they're gonna make to hate Bud. He didn't. His resume bad. Nobody wanted to fight him. He don't sell. He sold a million with Errol Spence pretty much. He boring. He knocked out 12 guys in a row at welterweight. What else can they? What they gonna keep hating the man? What he got to be Superman? He got to be God for people to get his man his credit. It's crazy. Terence Crawford got to be God for people to give him his credit. So I mean, yeah, the writers on the platforms are biased against Crawford. They say a bunch of shit that don't make sense. It's kind of crazy. I don't even want to get this dude attention. What's his name? I'm gonna say his name, bro. I'm gonna say his name. I believe that he said some biased, crazy shit, bro. According to me, his name is Tim Compton. Tim Compton said, Terence Crawford wants to go to handshake retirement payday against Canelo Alvarez at 168, but he's unwilling to move up to the weight class and prove himself by beating Benavidez or Morrell first. Okay, so you're saying Terence Crawford wants a golden handshake retirement payday against Canelo. He want a big payday, and he want to be a Hall of Famer. Cool. He already a Hall of Famer, but he want the big payday. Cool. So you're telling me to get a payday against the best fighter at 168, he got to fight Benavidez and Morrell, two of the best fighters at 75. So you're telling me he got to move up past Canelo, beat the guys Canelo ducked, and then fight Canelo? What type of sense does that even make? You want the dude to move up to 175 pounds, then come down to 168 and challenge Canelo. What type of sense does that even make? Y'all want Terence Crawford to hurdle backwards, pull a Saquon Barkley, do a Derrick Henry, run 30 miles per hour, outbox you, knock you out, and never get touched while doing it. And then maybe you'll give him 10% of the credit once he does all that. Man, y'all just biased as hell, bro. Like according to y'all, if you ask me, I think y'all do is biased, bro. You said to get a golden payday against Canelo, he's got to move up to the weight class. You're talking about a different weight class. He purposely didn't say to the 168 class. Because he mentioned 175 fighters. How is he gonna move up to Canelo weight class and fight fighters that's not in Canelo weight class? Make it make sense. These dudes biased against Crawford, bro. Like, how are you gonna fight a 168 fighter? How you gonna earn a fight with a 168 fighter by moving to 175? That's like saying I'm gonna earn a fight versus Fandora by moving down and fighting Devin Haney. Like, what the fuck are you talking? That don't make no damn sense. It don't make sense at all. But that's what these dudes, they say bias crazy shit and they just hate on Terence Crawford on these platforms. And I'm just gonna make videos refuting it and giving facts. The fact is Terence Crawford got ducked. You can't say he don't sell. He sold 1,000,000 versus Arrow. You can't say he boring. He knocked out 12 dudes at welterweight in a row. Bro, this dude is a walking, he a Hall of Famer, 2-time undisputed, the first male to do it. You know, people only wanted to do it after Terence did it. If Terence didn't do it, nobody would have cared about it. But since he did it, now everybody wants to do it. It just goes to show how great he is. But let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe, and share this. Till next time, man.